Good morning, everyone. Dr. Tim here. I'd like to give you 3 tips today for people who are looking to exercise again. How do you get back into working out? Here in California, all the gyms are starting to open up. People are getting emails, calls saying, hey, we're open, start coming back. Well, for those of you who haven't exercised the right way or haven't exercised at the gym for the last 6 to 12 months, don't just go back in thinking that you can do the same exact exercise that you were doing before. That is unreal. That is not realistic, right? So many people during this pandemic has gained a COVID-15, some call it a COVID-19, heck, some even call it a COVID-30, where they gain 15, 20, 30 pounds. If that is you during this pandemic, don't just go back and do the same workout that you were doing. That's how you get injured, all right? Follow these 3 steps today so that you can get the best workouts and get your body to recover so you can get back into the great shape that you were in 12 months ago, so you can get back to the working out endurance, the lifestyle that maybe you fell off the wagon a little bit. You're not the only one. So many people did. So how do you do this? Tip number 1. Don't go back expecting to do the same weight, okay? If you're used to lifting a certain amount of weight, maybe go 50% compared to what you were before. Lower the amount of reps that you're doing, all right? Take a little bit more rest between the reps until your body starts acclimating. Every single time you go back to the gym weekly, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, each time you go back, do a little bit more, right? Don't think that, hey, you know what? For example, the last weight I did was 20 pounds. I'm gonna get right back to 20 pounds and expect I'm gonna do the same. No, if you used to lift 20 pounds and now you go right back and lift 20, you might injure yourself. Maybe if you're lifting too heavy, you might feel a shoulder strain, back strain, neck strain. Something is going to strain. I promise you that, okay? So don't lift as heavy, get more rest. Tip number 2, make sure you stay hydrated and make sure that you are absolutely 100% stretching as well. You have to be stretching. If you are not stretching, you're not doing it right, okay? And you have to increase your stretch time. Maybe you used to only allow 5 minutes for stretching. Well, this time around, you got to stretch for maybe 10, 15 minutes. All right? That's tip number 2. Make sure you stretch, hydrate, and stretch. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3, allow yourself more recovery time before your workouts. Maybe you used to do 4 times a week, 3 times a week. Heck, maybe you used to do every week. Well, this is not how it used to be. You haven't done this for a while. So go back. Instead of only resting 1 day, allow your body to rest 2 to 3 days, okay? Let me tell you this. My background is in exercise biology. And when there was a study done on collegiate athletes and professional athletes, what they did was they took these athletes and have them do their normal workout, okay? And they have been in their peak shape, top tip shape. And they took them off of exercises. They took them off of working out. They have them just lounge around leisurely, just did not exercise at all for 2 weeks. And the study was to see how long it took them to get it back, all right? So these athletes at the top shape of their form, the 2 weeks that they took off, guess what? It took them 8 weeks to get it back, okay? 4 times as long, all right? So allow yourself some time to heal. If an athlete who took 2 weeks off and didn't get back to the same shape until 8 weeks later, give yourself at least a few weeks, a couple months. Give yourself some time to get back in the great shape that you're in, okay? The last thing I want to do is to see those of you who want to exercise, who want to do great for their body, but you end up injuring yourself because you didn't do it correctly. So hopefully this finds you well. You follow these 3 tips, all right? Roll back and watch the video again to get the 3 tips and why I say to do the 3 tips. For me, the biggest thing is why, all right? Hopefully you take this information and have a healthier, more pain-free life full of function, and it'll also increase your longevity. Until next time, take care.